Greetings, fellow bookworms. Jean-Claude here to talk about the book I read last week, so The Phantom of the Opera, so Le Fantôme de l'Opéra, by Gaston Leroux. I read this book in French mainly because French is my first language. I didn't really enjoy this book. It's so, I'm sorry, I might have offended some people, but it's so French. There's a lot of words while they don't mean much. Like the story takes so many detours, it's never on point, straight to the point. It's always taking all these weird detours here and there, and it's just it's a bit boring, unfortunately. The book starts kind of well because it has all these, it's spooky, it's wrapped in mystery. You don't really know what the phantom is. Is he a ghost, a spirit, a monster? Is he a man? But the mystery is no longer there in the second half, and the story suffers from that, mainly because everything there is to know about the phantom. There's no mystery left, and it's just, unfortunately, it's a bit boring. I would have liked for that mystery to still be there. But enough of that, let's go on with the story. So story, it's mainly, there's this creature that lurks in the opera, so people are calling it the phantom. So the creatures is asking a lot of things from many people. Mainly we see from the director's perspective, the ghost, the phantom ghost thingy is asking for a lot of money. Also, like this lodge, like lodge number 5, that the phantom is requesting when there's a show, essentially. That's mainly it. And there's murders, weird accidents, suicide. It's not really clear at first. In the second half, it's clear that it's the ghost that killed them. So he's a murderer. But more on that a bit later. I don't want to spoil too much, although there's not much to spoil because, there's no gasp, plot twist or anything. It's just, it's all matter of factly, which once again is really French, a really French thing to do. So I don't know. Maybe it's just too French for my taste. So this phantom is a criminal, essentially. His name is Eric, so he's a man, essentially. There's no mystery in that. Every time somebody comes too close to him, he kills that person, besides one woman. So the main plot of the story essentially is just Eric kidnaps this beautiful woman and asks for her to love him. So Ore to the champion, that's how you get a beautiful girl to like you, by kidnapping her. He's not only asking, he's ordering her to love him. She has to, or else bad things are gonna happen. But she doesn't love the phantom. She's in love with this other guy. I don't remember if he's a duke or something. It's not really important. But Raoul de Chagny, she's in love with this guy instead. And so it's a love triangle. And one of those guys is a quote unquote monster. He's ugly, essentially. He's kind of a monster. So it reminded me of Twilight, essentially, and it's not a good comparison, I know, but it's a valid one, I think, unfortunately. I didn't care for the love story. I don't really. It's a bit pathetic, how Raoul, if he don't has that beautiful woman, he's gonna kill himself or whatever. It's all superfluous. The characters are really badly written, are not compelling at all, actually. So the ghost is a criminal mainly because it's just ugly. Maybe I'm missing the point of this book. I don't think I am, because once again, I read this book in French, a language that I really know. I don't know. I know it's a classic, but I really didn't connect it with it, mainly because the whole love story was not a compelling one. There are two scenes that I actually liked in the book. There's this one scene in the cemetery. This is so spooky. So on the, it's almost horror. It is horror. Like the madness in that scene is just really well developed. It's really good. And then when Raoul is waking up and he's seeing these two floating eyes on his balcony, this is really, once again, spooky stuff, really well done. Unfortunately, just as I said, the story as a whole, I didn't really connect it with it, mainly because I don't care for love story, and that was the main thing of this book, was the love story. Call me insensitive or whatever, but I just really didn't care about it. It's all superfluous. As I said, it's all about appearances, that beautiful woman, that beautiful count or duke or whatever, I don't remember his title, but that was mainly it. And the Phantom is ugly, therefore he's a criminal and he's a bad guy and he's not worthy of love, and he's it's all just real bad actually. That's it for this review though. On with next week's random pick. So on with next week random pick. So I have my toxic waste bag right here. I'm gonna put all these things inside the skull. Let's just randomize the whole thing and let's pick next week book. Joanne Sampson, I can't wait to read The Auctioneer. I don't know much about the book, just that it was recommended by Grady Hendrix in his Paperbacks from Hell book, but besides that I don't know much of it. I can't wait to read it. I don't know if I'm the only one who hated the Phantom of the Opera. Let me know down in the comments, your thoughts on it, if I'm being too harsh on it or maybe I'm not even being harsh enough. I don't know. Let me know, should I watch a movie? I've never watched any movie adaptation of the Phantom of the Opera. Maybe I should. Let me know down in the comments once. Again, thank you if you made it so far in this video. Feel free to like, subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate you sticking around until the end of this video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.